Well, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the second topic of the day. Lamont, I know this. I think this came out this past Monday or Tuesday. I feel like I'm so late, but I'm still excited about it. I know you talked about it on your show, and I want to hear you geek out about it. But let's go ahead and move on to the second topic, and I got an intro for you right here. Yeah, yes. Oh, the dude I'm trying to come to ain't even. Oh, okay. What is he doing? Yes, guys, and that brings us to the second topic of the day. I'm really excited about it. I feel like this is amazing. We got Adam Wingard, the guy that is doing Godzilla vs. Kong that just debuted this past week on HBO Max, is going to be doing a Thundercat movie, and I'm super duper excited about it. I got the report right here from Deadline. It says director Adam Wingard. Hold on. I'm still laughing at this dude right here. It says director Adam Wingard on Godzilla vs. Kong, that Thundercats movie, the face-off sequel and more. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. I don't care how old the news is, but I really did enjoy Godzilla vs. Kong. This guy, he directed it, and now he's going to be doing this Thundercats movie. Lamont, I'm coming to you first, sir. How you feeling about this, man? How you feeling?
I had to disappear because I had a hard on for all the geeks in America, and I didn't want to be up here X-rating your show.
This guy here is
angry. What can I say? Adam Wingard wrote a script in high school because it was his dream to one day do Thundercats. So that tells you he's a purist. I followed up and read that he knows the comics. He knows the trilogy of the comics with Thundercats. And I mentioned on my show, there was a comic in which you had He-Man and the Thundercats with Mum-Ra and Skeletor, and Mum-Ra actually took He-Man's power sword and shoved it into He-Man's chest. Because in the beginning, it was the Thundercats versus He-Man. Now, we don't need Adam Wingard to put all that in the Thundercats right now. That's something we can hope they can get together, and maybe DC and all the crew can get together and do. But based on what I've seen of his work, I think that he can not only bring these characters to life, he can bring a world known as Third Earth to life, because the whole scene when they had to go to basically the middle of the earth in Godzilla, I enjoyed the way that looked. Visually, that was stunning.
It was. So, it was beautiful.
I honestly think he can bring together a Third Earth with Mum-Ra and his damn pyramids being the most powerful evil on Third Earth to life that we can all enjoy. It can be a multiple movie thing, and I can barely contain my geekgasm right now. I'm about to let it go. Can I let it go, B. Avery?
Go ahead, let it go.
I'm not going to let it go. Okay, good. I can't mess up my camera today, man.
Let me grab this. Terry of Montreal, another super chat for $4.99. Thank you so much. I just purchased a pair of Thundercat Pumas. Get into it already. I like it. Elliot, I'm coming to you next, man. I'm coming to you next. I have no idea how you feel about this, if you're a fan of this stuff or not. But let me know, man. How are you feeling about a Thundercats movie? Were you a fan of the show back in the day? Also, with Adam Wingard being attached, tell us how you feel.
So the Thundercats, I was aware of it growing up. I'm a 90s kid. You know, my older cousins used to watch it. I think it was only, like 2 seasons or something like that, and a couple movies that came out, animated movies or whatnot. But this is obviously a live action. So, yeah, I'm not too familiar with the lore. I was more of a He-Man kind of growing up with, Transformers, stuff like that. So Thundercats kind of missed the mark for me in regards to really kind of being attached to the lore. But as far as the excitement for me, I'm excited for the simple fact that Adam Wingard is going to be attached to this film, because I am, as I mentioned up top, am a horror fan. So he made the last legit slasher film for me in 2011's You're Next, and followed that up with The Guest. So I think it's really cool. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the what we got with James Wan in the last few years, with him being such a horror fan and making some great movies with Insidious and Conjuring. And he got his big break with Fast and Furious 7. He got his Aquaman, and is now just kind of like a really good director in regards to not just horror, but he can do action. And I love that we get to see these horror directors bring in their horror sensibilities to the action genre, because they normally have really small budgets and they can do a lot with a little, as we saw with Adam Wingard. I think Kong versus Godzilla vs. Kong was the least expensive, like production wise, out of all the 4 films. So he was able to make one of the biggest, spectacle wise out of the 4 films. So I'm really excited for Adam Wingard to kind of bring this to life, knowing that he is a fan of the IP. Always is something you want to hear. You don't want to, obviously people can do certain things without being lovers of the content, but just have that extra layer of like appreciation for the characters means that he's going to probably bring a lot of authenticity to those characters that I'm not too familiar with. But I know this has been in production hell for years. This is supposed to be made many, many years ago, but I think again with the success of things like video game movies starting to pick up some steam, hopefully Mortal Kombat can break that curse, and we got that last year with Sonic. So hey man, I'm not too familiar with Thundercats, but I am familiar with Adam Wingard, and seeing what he did with Godzilla vs. Kong gets me excited to see what he can do with these Thundercats. And after Cats came out a couple years ago, I didn't know we were going to ever get this, but here it is, and I'm excited for it.
Already. Before I come to you, Larry, something that you brought to Lamont is just crazy. If you again, guys, there's a link to the full article down in the description, and I'm not going to read this whole thing because I don't want to bore you guys. But I mean, he did say that he's been having this dream since he was 6 years old, and like Lamont said, he literally wrote a script for this in high school, carried it around. He thought people were hyping him up, but they was making fun of him. Dude made fun of him in front of some girls that he had a crush on. He was like, man, maybe I'm just not going to be able to do it. Maybe my dream is not going to come true. 20 years later, man, here he is. So I hope he is doing all kind of dances at that 20-year high school reunion, rubbing it in everybody's face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway,
exactly.
Larry, how you feeling about this, man? Are you a Thundercats fan? And also, how you feeling about director Adam Wingard being attached?
I mean, I'm cool with him being attached to it. I'm not the biggest Thundercat fan because I'm a little bit older. So when I came up, I was more into Voltron, So, but it's cool. I do think I remembered. I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember back in the day there was like a Thundercats Scooby-Doo crossover.
Really?
And
it was a Christmas crossover.
Is that what it was?
It was a Christmas crossover.
See, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing mind seeing Shaggy and Scooby show up in there.
Man, not on the first one, man. Come on, Larry.
Right at the end, man. Make a post-credit scene. Make a post-credit scene with Shaggy and Scooby show up.
Okay, I can get with that. I can get with that, but man, golly.
Well, look, I'm not the biggest Thundercats fan either, but I do remember it, and I watched a little bit of it, and what I did watch, I did enjoy. I do remember that little cat, snare. So I do remember that. It was entertaining and annoying at the same time. And I'm just saying, man, if you're adapting something that looks like this right here,
oh god,
man, that's just all kinds of badass. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, it's going down. Like
it is going.
If we're going to get the same type of fight choreography and effects that we got in Godzilla vs. Kong, and this dude has this much passion since he was 6 years old. Here's my money. You can take it all.
Take it. I mean, be Avery. If we're gonna let him, if let's say he can pull this off. Honestly, let's say he can pull this off. I'm gonna let you get that in there, B. Avery. Good gracious sake!
Oh my God!
Coming in strong.
What we got for this? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Now, $49.99. She's trying to help this boy get that supercomputer. Yes,
coming in strong.
But definitely watch the replay. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Knocker. I really do appreciate it. You're keeping the channel alive, and man, you guys, I'm excited because not only do I have 3 guests today, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the 4th guest as well. He's been here before, coming from the Windy City of Chicago. And that is your boy, Mr. Eman with Eman Movie Reviews. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? With the recast T'Challa shirt.
Bro, you already know it is not a game. It is not a game.
Where can we purchase one of those? Where can we purchase?
Hey, I will make that available very soon. Just keep an eye out on the channel tomorrow. The official, I had to come on B. Avery's channel. I didn't even want to do it on my channel. I have to do it on B. Avery's channel on Just My Opinions with these other brothers here, because I'm just letting y'all know the official petition to recast T'Challa is dropping tomorrow, and it's gonna be gone. So
nice. I
had to come with the exclusive.
Nice. I appreciate it. Well, welcome, man. I do appreciate you being here. And we are on the second topic of the day with director Adam Wingard that did Godzilla vs. Kong, which debuted this past week, adapting a Thundercats movie. How are you feeling about this, sir?
It's all right.
Oh, really?
What?
Man, it's all right. Now here's the thing. I mean, look, Adam Wingard, he's cool when it comes to the horror stuff, right? But the real question is like, what direction do they really want this show to go or this movie to go? Is it supposed to have horror elements? I don't know. I mean, is it going to have the action? I mean, if we're using Godzilla versus Kong as a template, I don't want that cheesy type of action in Thundercats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, don't keep that energy, because Godzilla versus Kong, that was very cheap WWE theater. Okay, it was fun. It knew what it was, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. But if you come to Thundercats,
jump through a suplex, you man, talking about his WWE.
I'm just saying, no. That's no shade. That's no shade. It's just the fact that it knows the lane that it's in, and it took it, and that's fine. But if you're gonna do Thundercats, look, I'm a wrestling fan too. Don't get it twisted. But when it comes to Thundercats, I'm not even saying you got to be all Snyder dark or nothing. But like, don't treat this like a cartoon either. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of people that have grown up with this show are in their 30s and 40s and older. So I'm sitting here like, do this thing right, and I'm a believe it when I see it. I'm not gonna get overly excited. I mean, I was more of a He-Man fan myself. So like I kind of tuned in on the last heels of Thundercats a little bit. So I didn't grow up with it the same way a lot of other people did. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm always open for this type of stuff. I'm hoping that it rekindles the magic that a lot of people that did grow up with it had. And I'm looking forward to it to that extent. But no, I can't say I'm like overly excited. I'm like, okay, I'm glad that it's something that's happening. It's been in the works for, I don't know, years. So let's see what you got. Grade. Okay, yeah. Let's see what you got from there. Cool.
I'm excited because I see what you're saying as far as you don't want to see WWE choreography in a Thundercats movie. I'm just excited because after watching Godzilla vs. Kong, I know that Adam Wingard knows how to put together a film. And I think that he is smart enough to make the necessary adjustments to adapt the film properly. I'm excited about it. I just see some muscular cats with badass suits flying around with powers and swords and stuff like that. I think that's freaking amazing right there.
I want this dude to screen that movie at his 20th reunion, and I want him to pull up in a convertible Lamborghini with a Brazilian supermodel.
Yes, that would be lovely.
No, I want him to pull up with the Brazilian supermodel in a thunder tank. That's what I want him to pull up in. Now, I got to respond to Eman real quick. This is only going to take 30 seconds.
You good?
His background is horror, yes. Mum-Ra can be a dark horror character. He's a damn mummy that changes into a muscular mummy in a pyramid in a casket. And the visuals of Kong were great. So the points I made was that I'm glad his background is horror, because you can take Thundercats and make it somewhat with a horror twist because of the villain in this movie, and the light of the movie is definitely going to be the Eye of Thunder. Woo! That's your WWE.
Are we making this rated R or PG-13?
Why not do both?
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. So in getting ready to make my stock moves tomorrow, a stock that's been coming up that I should buy and you guys should take a look at is Mattel, because Mattel is now getting into the film business, and they are supposed to be supplying some money to this production. So I'm going to assume, based on that, Eman is not going to be rated R.
Okay, that's fair.
I think they should do both. They should have a PG or a PG-13 version for the theaters if it goes to the theaters, and then have the rated R version for the streaming.
I don't see them doing that, but I think it's probably going to be PG-13. It ain't going to be R because they're trying to sell those toys.
Yeah.
You're muted, B. Avery.
Tripping. What's up, Moochie? I don't want to hear you. I don't want y'all to hear me drinking the drink. What's going on, Moochie? How you doing? Hey. Thank you for the support. That's what's up right there. Well, I'm excited about it. I think it's in good hands. So we're just gonna see.
Sounds like a Texas trip for me, B. Avery.
Hey, come on through, my brother. Come on through. Come on through. We can hit it at the IMAX theater.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's going down. We got an extra real IMAX theater. So I'm super duper excited about that.
Can we do a drive-in?
Hey, we can do whatever, man. We can do whatever.